Hello, this is Nikki Soultree here, and a big warm welcome to my new podcast called The Twinkly Tangent. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I really hope to connect with you and hopefully be of help to anyone embarking on or going through their spiritual journey, the ascension process, and those who are looking for ways to perhaps adapt their spiritual thoughts and actions into their daily life, especially with things being very chaotic out there at the moment on this planet. I've been guided to create this podcast, also to share thoughts and theories and real experiences relating to spirituality, and also to invite the occasional guest, and they can add their unique perspectives as well. Some of the topics which will be included in different podcasts will be living a spiritual life, working in the spiritual sector, and how to adapt your spiritual practices and thought processes to intermingle with 3D everyday life, the ascension process and how to navigate it, and one of my favourite subjects, energy. This can be a lot of subtopics actually. The first episode today we're going to be covering a bit about energy, probably more to do with healing energy, your own personal energy, and how to protect our energy from other people and external factors, external forces and things like that. And also I'll probably do a reference to the Schumann Resonance chart, a chart that I read every single day, which actually measures, well, in layman's terms, Earth's heartbeat, which is absolutely amazing. And there's been a few crazy things going on in the last week, so I think it's quite relevant that I'm bringing it in right now. I've had a big shift myself in the last week, but more so in the last month, I would say. Huge tower moments, huge shifts of my personal spiritual growth and my own energy. Things were quite unpleasant that happened, but because you know it's for the greater good and for the greater good of your growth, you go through it. And I'm sure, I presume, that quite a lot of you might have gone through things as well, or are going through things at the moment. Things that are weighing on your mind, pulling on your energy, sucking your energy from you, just making you quite down. Sometimes if you don't know what's going on, it can be really hard to navigate these things. So I'm just here to bring some clearness, some clarity, if you like, to help people on this journey of theirs. Personally, I'm an energy healer. That's my main thing. I teach and I'm a Reiki master, very proud to be so. I'm a light worker and a spiritual warrior for sure. And I've worked very, very hard on my true self, leaving the 3D matrix and facing my deepest shadows and fears, traumas and realizations, and my true purpose on this planet. But I can tell you, it is worth going through everything to attain this level of peace in my heart, which I am feeling right now. This biggest shift where I've come to this place, I'd say has happened literally in the last week. I have gone on a journey of deep healing, and I feel like I've completely leveled up and gone on to this different level altogether. So I've been bandying around for a while doing this podcast, creating the art covering and creating the little intro, things like that. But today, it just feels right. It just feels right to do it. So there's not a lot of structure going to go on. I can't lie. There might be a bit of swearing as well, because that just automatically comes out of my mouth. So I do apologise. I mean no offence. If you don't like swearing whatsoever, then this might not be the best place for you. But I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. So please just accept me for what I am. I just want to be authentic. I just want to be my true self, authentic. Nobody likes everybody. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But for those who are going to stay and those who I resonate with, brilliant. And those who don't like it, that's absolutely fine. I wish no offence, and I hope you have a wonderful, happy life. I really, truly do. But for those who are going to stay and come on this adventure with me, I do actually welcome suggestions, opinions, absolutely, questions and things like that. So if you have them at the end of each episode, or you've got suggestions on topics that you might like me to cover, absolutely open to that. I want us all to just do this together. This is not just me professing that I know everything and that I'm right or wrong. This is just a person sharing experience, being guided by the universe to do this podcast. to help shine some light on the absolute shitty darkness that is trying to prevail. But it will not prevail, because light always wins, and love is the strongest, most powerful force in this universe. I absolutely know that and believe it with every atom of my soul. So that's where the place I am coming from truth, authenticity, and from love for people, love for trying to help, and love for togetherness, really. So I think going forward, energy is one of my favourite topics. Anyone who actually personally knows me knows I'm always going on about energy. Everything is energy, absolutely everything. But what I'll do is bring it down to sort of just a bit of healing first of all, and then sort of go off from there. But healing on an energetic level is essential, really. And Reiki itself, which is universal life force energy, channeling energy, really. This is a very spiritual treatment, a therapy if you like, but Reiki is actually dormant in every single person on this planet. It just needs to be awakened. You just need to be connected again to source. So once you have a Reiki experience, you will find yourself a lot more sensitive to energies, your own energies and other people's energies. So Reiki in itself, just in short, is healing of your chakras. And chakra is a Sanskrit word, ancient Sanskrit word for wheel or turn. So these are just energy points which run through the body. You have 7 main chakras, 7 main energy points, but lots of minor ones as well running through the body. So when one or more chakras is blocked, the rest have to work harder to compensate. So you will feel this maybe as tiredness, feeling lethargic, just lacking of energy, foggy mind, can't have much clarity with your thoughts. And the more they're blocked and the more this goes untreated, it will then start to manifest as ailments, physical ailments, aches and pains, aches in your back, in your thighs, your legs, things like that. But then as it gets worse, it can become thyroid issues, IBS, anxiety attacks, things like that. So obviously nothing works for everybody, but if you are open to trying Reiki, to trying energy healing, it is a very beautiful yet powerful modality of healing, and I will always stand by it. Like I say, people who don't believe in it, well, I don't suppose you'll be here much longer, to be honest, because this is what this is all about. This podcast is coming from a position of spirituality, really. There might be some scientific things thrown in, because I love science as well, and to me, science and spirituality can absolutely work together. Why not? Why not? The universe has put all these things on this planet. Anything that exists is because there's space for it. So why cause division? Let's all work together. Honestly, I think it's fascinating if we can work together and understand all sides of these things. Opens the mind up to new ways of thinking. Surely you agree? I think that's fantastic. So, being completely dedicated to this universe and this planet and my spiritual purpose, I decided to do this and be this dedicated since 2016, when I had a huge spiritual awakening. And at this point in my life, like I say, after this recent shift that I've had, the twinkly tangent has now emerged. So, of course, I'm a normal person as well. I had fears and things like that, and fear is just energy as well. There's only 2 energies, love and fear. Everything else stems from these 2 things. Have a think about that. Think about that. Love or fear, that's all that exists. Like yin and yang, light and dark, things like that, day and night. Everything comes off from those. So a little bit of fear, then it'll just expand, like it did with me at first, worrying what people will think, what people will judge, what they will say, how they're going to take my words. And you know what? Now I'm at this point, right here, right now, because that's all that matters is this present moment. I don't give a shit. So I am just going to do this and share it with you, and hopefully you will take something from it. So, healing, as I say, with Reiki. Once your energy points are cleared, your body, the 4 components that help it work properly to its proper functionality, is mental, emotion, physical and spiritual. So when all 4 of those components are free and working properly and flowing around the body works at its optimum, which is best, really. So Energy itself can come and absorb into our bodies from many different places, lots of external forces. So we've got things such as social media and the news, two of the most horrific low vibrational energy outlets that are out there. Watching those things, it is a low vibration. Everything comes down in energy. You yourself will come down in energy. It'll sink you down. It will create unnecessary fear and worry about things you have got absolutely no control over. They're showing you terrible things, and of course you keep updated. You can't help but know what's going on, but you can't actually physically do anything about some of these things whatsoever, except maybe send love, in meditation and in prayer. Okay, you can do things like send donations and donate other things, clothes and supplies, things like that, which is absolutely fantastic. But apart from that, worrying about bombs going off, and I'm not saying to be dismissive of such horrendous atrocities, far from it. All I'm saying is watching things like this on the news and on social media just brings that vibration of yourself so low that it's no good for you. And that's what these people in charge of all these things wish to do. So we have got to keep our vibrations high and say, fuck you, let's stay high vibration. So what ways can we stay high vibration? Well, excellent ways. Music. Love music. Happy music. Music that sets your soul on fire. Music that makes you dance. Dancing is awesome. Shaking that energy, moving the energy. Movement is absolutely awesome. Movement in any shape or form, whether it's exercise or dancing or walking, already will lift your vibration because you're freeing up your energy. You're creating space within yourself. You're releasing things, releasing shitty energy while you say dancing and stomping your feet and moving, but you're also at the same time grounding yourself. You're connecting with the earth and you're creating space in the body for other wonderful energy to come in. Always a good thing to go dancing. Being good to yourself, that creates higher vibrational energy. Being good to yourself, being gentle with yourself, being authentic with yourself and your character. It's very hard. We have been conditioned to feel bad about saying no, for example. That's a huge one. And creating boundaries, you probably see this all over the place, boundaries. Well, it's important to create boundaries, but you feel, when you've been conditioned to be a certain way, and we're all conditioned to feel bad to say no, especially to peers, authority, or even our own family, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, best friends, anything like that. It actually dents our energy. So saying no is the most unbelievably empowering thing you can start to learn to do. And it creates boundaries, but you also do have to be prepared that people don't like that. People don't like change in something that they think is a standard, is something that they think is a solid thing. If you're an energy person, if you're an empath or someone who relates to someone who's got a lot of love to give, a lot of time to give to people, someone who is so caring, so kind and loving, people will be drawn to you for your light. And they will come to your light and they will suck your energy dry. People call them energy vampires. I bet you now know somebody. I bet somebody has just popped in your head. The first person that's popped in your head, don't dismiss it. It doesn't matter who they are. And I know it's hard, especially if it's a family member, if it's your family. It's the truth. That's your intuition telling you. That's your intuition telling you that that person is an energy vampire, someone who takes your energy. They will come around to your house, in your life, and by the time they leave, they'll be fine, absolutely wonderful, and you will be left there feeling drained, even lethargic, just not yourself, and totally low vibration. It's because they have drawn your light and your energy from you. So by saying no to somebody, it's a wonderful thing. It's so freeing. It makes you feel amazing. It's hard, and I'm not going to lie, being conditioned this way all of our lives, it's no easy feat. This type of work, this spiritual work, is not for the faint-hearted. It is deeply, deeply upsetting sometimes, but it's all for the greater good of yourself. to be able to say no to somebody is a wonderful blessing, I think, is to just show strength from inside of you. And if that person reacts in a really adverse way, well, you will have your answer, and as upsetting as that may be, that's what you need to see to start to be yourself, to truly be authentic, and to protect your energy. Protecting your energy is protecting your life force, you know. You need your energy to do stuff for you, to do what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy. So that's one of the things there. I hope I wasn't too heavy then. I get right into it because I feel so passionately about helping people, and I've done it myself. Nothing I'm going to be talking about is I've done all of this myself, gone through these things myself. So like I say, it's not going to be for everybody, and it's taken a lot of hard work and hard practice to do these things and to stay solid with it and to back yourself up and to still say no. But you'll be surprised, actually, never mind the crappy side of it, the upside of it is you will actually attain new people in your life and a new respect from the people who really matter. And I know, as sad as it may be, the people that drop off out of your life, especially being family, as I can relate myself, it is extremely difficult, yet it feels like a weight has come off your shoulders when you do it. It feels so good, and your energy, that is a massive vibrational lift for yourself as well. So I say, don't worry about the reactions of people. You get to a point actually when you just say, fuck it. It just doesn't bother you anymore. So that's the aim. That's where we're going to try and get you to, okay? To get to that point. You don't have to swear at people, obviously, but that's where we want you to be in your mind. And you can do this. You are absolutely amazing. Everyone is just amazing. All unique. All got your own talents. You may not think you have. You might not think you've got much to offer, but I'm telling you, you have. We all have. But you listening, I swear, you've got something inside you, you've got a light inside you. You may haven't found it yet, or you may be dimming it because people are making you dim it. But hopefully, listening to this, and perhaps it might just awake something in you to make you feel like, do you know what? Absolutely. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be myself. It is absolutely amazing. So, okay, we've got how our energy is affected by ourselves as well. So we've got things like the food we decide to eat. I'm not going to preach or anything like that. I am vegan. I'll tell you again why I became vegan, but the biggest thing for me being an energy healer was when somebody told me that I'm actually eating the energy of the stress, the fear, and the horrific death, really, of the animals before it's killed. And for me, that just tipped me over the edge. But, as I say, whether you eat meat or not is absolutely your choice. Absolutely no judgment here on this program. But, just so you know, what you decide to put into your body actually totally affects your energy vibration. So if you can go organic or more fruit and veg, less or no meat, less or maybe no dairy, or just, have a couple of days or a day, even just one day where you decide not to have some meat or you don't have some dairy. Absolutely amazing. It's all better for your energetic vibration. But I say, don't worry, I'm not going to preach. I just wanted to share what this can do. It's just another thing that can help lift your vibration. So trust yourself and trust your heart, okay? Your soul knows. If it makes you feel a bit irky, you will know. It'll be absolutely fine. Don't you worry about it. We're all on a learning process. There's no preaching here. There's no rights or wrongs. It's just sharing thoughts and processes and opinions, and just see if we can come together, really. So, okay, then we've got lifting the energy again. There is something called Hertz, Hertz, but listening to different sound vibrational frequencies can actually do different things for your energetic system. For example, healing Hertz now. So if you type in either on some channels on Spotify or YouTube, I don't know if I'm allowed to say those things, but I've just said it, so there we are. So for example, to remove pain, or if you've had pain, because I've had this, you type in 174 Hertz, and that actual tone can help you remove pain. So if you actually breathe, send breath into the area. So you've got a bad back, for example, and you're breathing in some nice deep breaths, and you send those breaths intentionally in your head to your lower back, for example, listening to 174 hertz. I bet you will feel the difference after a little while. And it is a wonderful thing. All these natural things are here already to help us heal and to help our energy be to the best it can be. It's not our fault that we've been conditioned for millennia, for generations, into a dark type of way. But now we're all coming through this. There's so many people are starting to awake, and it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so cracking on there. So we've got for influence on your energy field, 285 hertz. To liberate your fear and guilt, 396 hertz. Facilitating change, 417 hertz. And the miracle tone of nature, 432 hertz. Repairing your DNA, 528 hertz. Healing relationships, 639 hertz. Attracting your soul tribe, 852 hertz. And one of my favorites, connecting with universe, light and spirit, is 963 hertz. And that hertz sound is just so heavenly. I actually play that when I'm doing my attunements, when I'm teaching Reiki and attuning the person there to be connected, reconnected really, back to source. So these are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. Colours as well. Colours are really good for our energy. So if you do go forward and have a little look, if you don't know anything about chakras, your chakras, for example, they're all represented by different colours. The root chakra, which is just on the pubic bone or the base of the spine, that is connecting you to Mother Earth, grounding you, feeling safe and stable. That's represented by the colour red. So all the colours of your chakras, your sacral chakra, I'll tell you about them. The sacral chakra moving up just an inch below your belly button, that's orange. Your solar plexus, which is just below the breastbone, on top of the rib cage, that's yellow, like the sun, my favourite colour in all the world. And then we move up to the heart, which is green or pink. We say green or pink because green is more balance, and pink is obviously love, beautiful love, gorgeous love, self-love, forgiveness, love for others, just wonderfulness. And your throat is blue, so that's your communication. Your third eye is like a dark purple, beautiful indigo colour. That's your intuition, also one of my favourite chakras. Intuition, inner guidance. And the crown is white, or could be all colours of the rainbow, represented by a beautiful lotus flower. So all of those colours, you can actually then eat the foods which correspond with those colours. So red for your root, tomatoes, peppers, things like that. Orange, you've got carrots and other peppers as well. So things like that. That's a really good way to keep your chakras more open, and also to keep your vibration high. You know, all of these things are really good to take into account for our well-being, if you like. So absolutely, there we go. So going forward then with more energy, lately, especially in the last week, there's a chart that I read every day. Some of you might have heard of it, called the Schumann Resonance chart. And the Schumann Resonance chart, in layman's terms, measures Mother Earth's heartbeat. Now, I read this chart every single day, and it can tell you the amount of energy that's emitting from the Earth. But of course there is external factors as well, such as CMEs, which are coronal mass ejections, which come off the sun, like solar flares. Now, these have been so prevalent lately. There's a lot going on with Mother Earth. If you're attuned in any way, or if you are sensitive to energies, or you can feel these things, you will be feeling on a different level, really, depending where you are on your spiritual journey and how awake you are to feeling things. And it doesn't matter where you are, we're all exactly where we're supposed to be. That's the truth. You will feel crazy things. I'll tell you what I felt. Listen to this. I felt in the last week there's been 3 timeline shifts. So the chart itself showed massive influx, which is like demonstrated by white light spikes coming into the Earth. Amazing. Then there was some blackout sections where the actual chart itself could not measure. It was just off the scale, literally. I don't think it could take the power of what's coming in, which is fantastic. So you have that. Now, personally, I felt just after the new moon and the eclipse we've just had Monday the 8th of April 2024, there was something massive that happened there, and the day after I woke and I felt as if I was underwater. My ears felt like they had popped. I was constantly trying to pop them by opening my mouth really wide, trying to do that popping thing. Wasn't working, but I knew it was ascension stuff, so I was like, okay, let's go with it. And then on Saturday night, I'm having it now. That's why I keep doing a little bit of pausing, because I'm having this noise in my ear, which I totally believe is the actual heartbeat of Earth. When I was sat in my living room on Saturday night, not drinking, nothing like that, and my ears popped again very heavily, but I heard this. Like a real pulsating. Now it's happening a little bit now in my ears, but I felt it so strongly it made my eyes water, and all of a sudden I felt it at the same time, energy flying up my legs. It's like literally buzzing energy all through me, but it was pulsing with the sound that I was hearing. It was like I was totally connected to Mother Earth. I honestly, blows my mind. So I don't know if you've been feeling any of these things. Sometimes make you very thirsty as well. Nauseous. I felt so nauseous. All of a sudden just couldn't eat anything. I had to stop eating what I was eating. I thought I was going to be sick. It was heavy. It lasted about an hour. So I just, I was putting a bit of Reiki, if I could, into my tummy, but it was really bizarre. Also, sleepy. I haven't been so much sleepy. I've been the opposite, wide awake. But a lot of people I know, it's just wiped them out. All of a sudden, just felt the need to sleep. And if that happens, if you can do it, just sleep. Don't feel guilty about having a nap. You need to have naps. Our bodies, right, are learning to absorb all this new energy. And this energy is so high vibrational, it can really wipe us out. So please, honestly, just hydrate as much as you can. I know a lot of people I know don't actually like water, which is fair enough, but just try and have as much water as you can, or herbal tea. That's great. That's perfect if you want a bit of flavour in there. Hydrate as much as possible, nap when you can, or just make sure you get good sleep. Be gentle with yourselves, okay? The talk that we give to ourselves, never mind other people, but the talk we do to ourselves can be so damaging. Again, I've been there, I've done it, and now and again you do it and you have to catch yourself and go, no, it's okay, I'm not a knob, it's okay. But sometimes we put ourselves down, even if in a jokey way, we say, oh God, I'm so stupid. Try not to say that anymore, because Spirit hears that, the universe hears that, and sometimes can't tell the difference. So we need to talk to ourselves in the most loving, kind way, like you would to anyone else. Somebody else that you love. We've got a terrible thing that we have been conditioned to give, but not to ourselves. And we've been made to feel that we are absolutely selfish arses if we... I'm sorry I paused. A robin has just literally flown in front of my window. Hello! There's a robin! See, that's a sign of the universe, in my opinion. I think that's fantastic. Made me lose track of where I am now. But anyway, yeah. Stay good to yourself. Use the nicest, kindest words that you would to somebody else. You wouldn't say things about that to somebody else, call them all the names under the sun, like you would to yourself. So let's stop doing that. And that also will highly lift your vibrational energy. Everything, all these little things, your food, your thoughts, your actions, all contribute to wonderful high vibrational energy. So no stresses. I'm not telling you to go out and do all these things immediately, because you know these are hard things to learn and to uncondition ourselves from. So do little bits here and there. And if we do cock up, just have the awareness and go, oh yeah, I shouldn't speak to myself like that. I often do things like that, and then I say, sorry universe, I negate, cancel and delete that. And to me, it'll just cancel it and delete it, literally stop the words from going out into the universe. It's a time where we need to love ourselves so much to get over the fact that we feel bad about doing so. Treat yourself. whether that's a cup of tea on your own or a nice walk in the park for 20 minutes, time out away. Now I know people's lives are super busy, I know that. I haven't got children myself, but I'm godmother to 4. I know my best friends, how hard it is, absolutely. But if you can just allow yourself a minute or two, 5 minutes even, just 5 minutes, and I know it can be hard, I really do. But if you can start allowing yourself some time to just set aside and be quiet and just breathe, that's actually meditation. That's all meditation is breathing. And that as well will lift your vibration. It'll bring your mind to a state of peace. And really, if you allow yourself challenge, right? 2 minutes each day, whether that's morning or night before you go to bed, just sit and quiet your brain. And I know it'll be hard at first. It takes a while. It really does to switch off, because we're bombarded with shit all the time. Life itself. So it is hard, I know. But if you can challenge yourself to do that 2 minutes per day for a week, I bet you at the end you will notice a difference. So then you go forward and go, right, okay, I'll do another week and maybe up it to 3 minutes and go forward like that. Don't put pressure on yourself. That's what I'm a big advocate of, is there's no point rushing and doing all these crazy things, because we just won't do it. You just won't do it. It's put it too much pressure on ourselves and you just go off the idea. Starting small and little, even if you kept it as 2 minutes for weeks and weeks and weeks, if that's working for you, bloody brilliant. Do what's working for you, okay? You've got to do what is working for you. Never mind anybody else. This is the thing. Do what is working for you. Mastering yourself is a big journey. It really, really is. But there's so much excitement and so much, just so much worth it. It really is. It really is worth the absolute effort. It takes major effort. It really does. As I said, it's not for the faint-hearted, but slowly and surely wins the race. I 100% believe that. We can all do this. We can all do this. And starting with you is all that matters. It's all that's important. So just remember, stay present. Again, hard to do when we're so used to dwelling on the past and freaking out about the future, which is bollocks, because the past is gone. That last minute I was just talking to you has absolutely gone. Tomorrow, it's not even here yet. But that's all we do, is live in those two areas and create so much stress for ourselves. The monkey mind, our monkey minds cause so much stress for ourselves. So getting in the habit of catching yourself with these thoughts, that's what you've got to do. That's the best thing, is they're going to happen. You're going to think like that, but it's having awareness that you're having these thoughts. That's the key. So when you catch them, you're like, get lost. Let's just breathe and we're here. That's all that matters, is this present moment that we're in right now. And the more you can do that, just start small. The more you can do that, the more it will become natural. They do say, I've heard this, if you can do something for 28 days straight, you can completely rewire your mind to doing a certain thing, whatever it is. So let's keep that in our minds and just try and bring a little bit more peace for ourselves. You know, stuff everyone else, concentrate on you. Because it all begins with you. And the more light then that you emanate, the more it'll just pass on to other people, and people will look at you as an example and an inspiration. That, gosh, she can do it, he can do it. I'm going to have a bloody go at that. Absolutely awesome. So I'm going to leave it there for now, because my energy subtopics are going to go on further and further. In the future, I'll probably discuss the Schumann Resonance more in detail. Nikola Tesla, my absolute scientific hero. I want to talk about him at some point and his inventions with energy and purple plates, and how we could have all had free Wi-Fi by now, but I'll leave that there. Portals, wormholes, stargates and vortices. Oh, fascinating. All about energy. How energy levels of the earth affect us as humans, where we sort of talked about that a bit today, and your intuition as well, connecting to your third eye, your inner knowing. This will pick up on other people's energies and people's vibes as well. You probably experience that anyway right now. You know, you can be around someone and you start to feel a bit uneasy. You know, or you, here's an example, have a little think about something, an event coming up. If it doesn't excite you and fire up your soul, it's this simple. If it doesn't fire up your soul, it's bollocks. Simple as that. If it doesn't excite you, then it's not it, quite frankly. Keeping it simple and trusting yourself, honestly, it's amazing. Once you get into the groove of it, it is so much fun. It really is. I'm trying to make everything fun like this. So if it doesn't feel good, or you're umming and ahhing, or you're feeling a bit off about something, and it's even up to the point where you're going out that night and you're still feeling like, oh God, do I really want to go? Then you really don't really want to go. So don't go. Don't do things for other people. The people-pleasing thing. That's what it is. It's that no, it's the boundaries thing. People-pleasing is a twat, quite frankly, and it will suck your energy dry. Only through experience have I got this. Do you know what I mean? So, hopefully I haven't preached too much to you. I just got a bit excited with sharing my insights and little bits of information-y. So yeah, and what I'd like to do at the end of each podcast, I'm just going to do a little bit of a meditation for you, actually. Guided meditation, literally just a couple of minutes, but obviously don't do, please, if you are driving or if you're operating heavy machinery, please. Not a good thing. I don't want anybody being crushed while they're trying to have some peace. Not good. Okay, so if you are somewhere where you can just sit somewhere, turn off the car, park up, or if you're in the house, you can just go somewhere for a few minutes, get a bit of peace, a bit of quiet, and just take a seat. And just sit with your palms resting on your lap, facing upwards to receive. And just get yourself comfortable. You can always save this later if you wish to and come back to it at any time. So, just like you to lift your shoulders up, put them up to your ears, and then roll your shoulders back, opening your chest. And then lift them up again, up to the ears, squeeze, and then roll your shoulders back down. And one more time, just lift your shoulders up to your ears, lift, 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 and roll those shoulders back. Lovely. Just close your eyes and just breathe normally. Just bring yourself to this present moment. There's nowhere else you need to be, and there's nothing else you need to be doing. Just be here, right now, in the present moment. Just breathe in gently. Just let those shoulders drop down a little and feel those muscles just relaxing a little. Just relax. Feel that cool air flowing through your nostrils as you breathe in and flowing out on the exhale. Just relax and imagine now a glass of water, if you can, in your mind's eye, and imagine it swirling around. There's lots of mud in it, so it's all cloudy, little bits in it, and it's flying around really fast. I just want you to take a moment or so just to see it slowing down ever so gently, and allow those bits to drop slowly like sediment to the bottom of the glass, and just allow the water to clear and settle, just like your mind, releasing all of the day and all of the week so far. Just relax. And I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in with me. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. when you're ready, just slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers. That would have already brought your blood pressure down and just relaxed your mind a little, so you can go back to doing whatever you were doing, just with a little bit more peace in your mind. I'm so grateful that you've tuned in and listened to this podcast. I'll be doing another one very soon, and I will decide what topic that's going to be closer to the time. But as I say, if you have any suggestions you'd like me to cover, or questions or opinions, anything like that, please put them on there and we'll discuss them. Like I say, this is for everybody, and this is for all of us going forward, because we are all connected. We are one at the end of the day. So let's show some kindness and compassion as much as we can, not just to others, but for yourself. Love you loads, and namaste.